I know that's a big topic these days.
I feel like there's no necessarily one answer to answer that, because people have toxic traits and people have healthy traits. And so I think that there's been this overly sensationalized view of this alpha man who has no emotion and he just is very controlling or whatever, and that's like toxic masculinity. So that's really a caricature of a man, which isn't very fair to men, because even those men who portray those things, you know, are functioning from a place of probably a lot of wounding or what they've seen, and there's not a lot of compassion. So it's just like, oh, they're toxic. And then, you know, healthy masculinity, some people would say it's integrated masculine and feminine within one man. And so what does that really mean? Because that also sounds kind of a little like woo-woo and weird. And, you know, I think a man or a woman who just have a healthy integration, they're healthy individuals. They have, you know, they know how to communicate, they have integrity, and there is a sense of roles. You know, I love what it says in the Bible about men and women being equal but different. And so I think that the more we embrace that, the healthier we're going to be in relationships.
I've been noticing, or just kind of questioning myself lately, is it takes a lot for a man to be vulnerable and open up and show those emotions too, right? So if we as women are defensive or not creating a safe place for that, then that could create the dynamic where it seems like men are closed off and don't have emotions, right?
Absolutely. So I think that's a big part of it. I think it's beautiful you're looking at that, because women have lost touch with their femininity, which then makes it unsafe for men to open up and express those parts. And so it's not just a man who's toxic, and it's not just a woman who's toxic or healthy. Oftentimes it's the dynamic between two individuals, and women have lost that softness and that you know, safe place. Like the men that I work with are these very high power men who have very successful careers, and really what they want is a woman who can be that soft place and a rock. You know, to some degree, of course, they want to be the rock for the family, but there is a strength about a woman that just helps the man continue to go back out there in the world.